Stop.
No,
Okay,
we're not getting a flag.
So anyways, okay, shut up.
There's
Sit
no
down,
water,
Moafa.
motherfucker.
Shut it down. Shut up.
Make it Moafa.
Yeah, Moafa. Like, turn it off.
Don't pun me. Do not pun me off the
Just
bat.
started.
But yeah, it was day 7 of Death Week. You should watch, by the way.
I watched.
Way to be on it, Brian. Appreciate it.
I watched the one where you killed the gargoyles.
Oh man, I kicked the shit out of those gargoyles, didn't I?
You had to get that dragon, the dragon sword though.
Fucking right on. He got
say-
that smarmy motherfucker. Like
I cut him off. I know what's up. I already started speaking. I couldn't help it.
Let me tell you this.
Words were falling out my mouth.
He was fighting the gaping dragon day 7.
Yeah.
And that's when I started seeing Keenan and Kel.
And if you haven't seen,
Drove me,
Chad,
that's crazy.
the gaping dragon is suggestive as the name sounds.
Oh, okay, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, no doubt about
Crocodile
that.
with a giant vagina.
Yeah,
Cool.
well, a
With
toothy
teeth.
one.
Yes.
Out of all the animals you wouldn't want to fuck, crocodile ranks as the top.
Well,
like
the,
pretty up
the
there.
crocodile head is tiny. Anyways, but here's the thing that we learned out of
Spiny.
Death Week.
Yeah.
I am
Yeah.
the best at Dark Souls. I don't think I died once the entire time.
That's 68 times.
No, I did not die.
That's the
Single
official
time.
count.
Craig,
No.
from the curse words spewing through the office, echoing off the walls,
Yeah.
I don't think you're telling the truth.
What's awesome about Death Week is that if you had not found the Drake sword, you would still be at the gargoyles to this day.
Are we gonna do? Are you guys gonna do another one?
I don't know.
It's yet to be determined, but
Yeah.
it was a good time
It was.
nonetheless.
A lot of people said it was their favorite thing that we've done so far. So
It was my favorite thing that we've done so far.
We'll see.
I want to
You just
do
have to
one.
watch
You
Greg
want to be on
suffer.
one?
Yeah.
I want to do one. I want to do one on Path Exile. I know what you're saying, but it's still one of the top 10 stream games every time a new patch comes out. It's still good. And do it all with all 3 of you guys hardcore and just see how. Because then when you die, you die. It's
You
not like,
fucking-
let me load my game. You're fucking
Well, that's
dead.
not like 7 days. That's like till he's dead.
If we do 2 hours a day, I think we'll make it a day 3 or something probably. But that's fine.
Well, you know, we'll go till you die. That'd be kind of
It's a
interesting.
thrill, man. Let me
Yeah.
tell you what. Like I played with Sam when he was on doing one of the
Yeah.
new Path of Exile things, and yeah, dude, we were fighting some boss, and like I remember I jumped back in, and I was like, oh shit, because the boss like turned and hit me, and Sam's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know. Like, and I hit it once. I came out with like the tiniest sliver of
Edging
health.
it?
Oh yeah, dude, I just remember that feeling. It was like that rush. I was just like, I almost died.
It could have been everything.
You got all that adrenaline. in you.
Or we could do like ride the old school bandwagon and do like Minecraft hardcore. Just anything hardcore sounds fun because then when you die, you die. That's
Yeah.
Death Week. You're dead. Like you're out.
love it.
Sorry, week over. You can sit there and criticize, but
I
you're
would love
dead.
it.
Like
Well, we're gonna give a couple more days to breathe before we make any decisions. But the watch time on him was awesome. The viewership on him was pretty strong. So we'll see how it goes. But I was pretty happy with Death Week so far. So that's a good way to say,
deal.
hey, welcome to Try Hard, episode 16. This episode is brought to you by 2 sponsors this week, Dollar Shave Club and Blue Apron. We'll talk about them more in a little bit, but as always, they support us, so you should go support them. So if you're listening to us on iTunes or any sort of audio format, make sure you rate this video a 5 stars or the best rating you can possibly do, and give us a review while you're at it. That'd be really appreciated. And you're watching on YouTube, give the video a thumbs up, share it with your buddies. Viewership has been steadily growing, which we greatly appreciate. And I was talking, kind of joking, we are the fastest growing podcast in the RT network right now, percentage-wise, because we don't
more
have a whole
filters
lot.
you put
Out
on
of
it,
all 90 of
in
them.
Dallas.
Yes, above Austin, but below Oklahoma, in between Louisiana and New Mexico, we are the fastest growing podcast
Did it.
in RT. Good
And
job,
speaking
guys.
of growing,
Yes.
Your dick.
are you ready to come on?
Oh,
What are you gonna come on?
oh god.
God.
you're
Proud to announce. Are you sure?
really
Ready?
overselling
Okay.
this.
Yeah.
Okay, look.
Yeah. I'm
Time
sitting
to
up for
announce
it.
the newest member of the Game Attack team. The first girl ever. Come on over. Come on, yeah. Hey, it's Alexa. How you doing, sweetheart?
I like-
Alexa, how are you today?
I'm just fine.
Ah, like she's born for it.
So Alexa will be joining us from
maid.
here on out, so I don't have to Google nearly as much. Hey, Hey Alexa, what time is it? Hey Alexa, what time is it?
Do you not know how to
It's
talk to a robot?
9:21 p.m.
Oh, never mind.
How about you shut your fucking
Yeah, I
mouth,
was about to
Chad?
give you some shit.
Yeah.
Listen,
got it.
I know how to talk to robots.
Usually
No,
you
it's-
gotta get her attention. She's like an ADD kid. You gotta like get her attention first before you ask her the question.
Yeah, you know it.
Like,
Hey, so real quick, I did want to point out a couple things. This is actually pretty awesome. The shout out to RTDFW who they've gotten together and they're watching the show tonight live, which is amazing. So,
Really?
Yeah,
We
which is
have
weird.
watch party?
Yeah,
Any of those
Yeah.
people that get together to watch, that's awesome. Please tweet and be
Yeah.
like, hey, we're watching as a crew.
That
and
was
we
the
will
next
be
thing.
like, you
Let's
dope.
get their asses here live.
Well,
They just stand in the background.
Let's talk
Yeah.
about that here in a second. Let's
Yeah.
actually do that. So real quick, if you are if you're watching with watching parties or whatever, I know a lot of first members do that. Or if you're in another RT community group, tweet us a picture. Use that hashtag Game Attack. If you have any input on the show, use the hashtag Game Attack throughout the show. We really appreciate it. I'm watching it the entire time. Okay, so speaking
Maybe
of
Brian
doing,
could put them on the screen. That would be nice.
having them
Yeah.
live, right? Number
Yeah.
one, yeah. Okay, fuck yeah.
We've
let's have
always
them in.
wanted to do live podcasts. They're
Yeah,
dope.
yeah.
We've done them at convention stuff. It'd
Well-
be fun to do around town and stuff.
I was gonna save this for later, but I've been thinking, gentlemen.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is always good.
It's
or
always
bad.
50-50.
Here we go. Hold on to your butts.
Listen, last week we talked about a trip. Where did we talk about going?
Oh yeah, we talked about
Shreveport.
Shreveport, man.
We talked about
Mac-
Shreveport.
That was in Try Harder.
We
Yeah.
also talked about. Oh, we did last night. But we also talked about going to Vegas, right, and try harder. But I think we need to do here's the thing. Game Attack needs to show Rooster Teeth that we are a product of the people, that the audience cares about us, right? So I think we combine our two things, the community and Las Vegas, and we go to Las Vegas and we have a live show and we record a live Try Hard podcast in Vegas with a live studio audience. What do you think?
Yeah, right now.
Yeah, totally.
If we get to go
No.
to Vegas,
I'm like,
I'm not going to say no.
Does it have to be in Vegas? No, but shut up.
No,
But it's better.
well, if you're from LA, you want to come on out, that'd be a good opportunity. So I think we need maybe sometime in March, right? It gives us maybe a few weeks to plan it. I just
That's
thought of
the
this
point
in the
where
last
we
couple
can
hours.
get, we can get the peak.
No, we
We
couldn't
can
do
have
that.
them
Oh,
come.
no.
We get Pete to
See,
come.
that's right.
That's just it.
But we
Then-
don't invite the rest.
Yeah.
Just Elise and Pete.
Exactly. So there's an opportunity there.
Photos with the bouncers. Do not let these fuckers in. Unless it's Peak or Elise. Because that would be off. They cannot
bouncers
physically
are
go
I
in.
don't think we're going to have bouncers.
Oh, man.
I think
Get
this
Brian
needs to
watch the
happen.
door.
I feel like this is something that's important and it's something that we need to make happen. Why the fuck not?
I feel like it's important to us.
To have a Vegas trip.
Yeah.
I've got a great idea. Here's where we can stream from. You know the bridge? There's a bunch of them that overlook the main strip where all the homeless people are?
Yeah.
We'll set up a couch and we'll film from there and we'll put a jar in front that can hopefully reimburse us for our horrible gambling debts.
Right in front of the homeless people that watch the jar fill?
Well,
Yeah,
listen,
no one's done a podcast for money. I mean, obviously on the internet, but on
all
the
of
strip.
them, you mean?
We could have the
on the
homeless
strip.
as guests.
Let me tell you this much.
Oh.
How'd you get here?
Nobody
We
would
can't
have a
get
better
other
view
guests.
of the strip if we did one on one of those
yeah.
one of those things. But we just went up there and we just started doing
Something-
our
You would
podcast.
have to walk through our
Something tells me that the fire marshals wouldn't be keen on this
No, but
idea.
here's the thing,
It's
right?
outside. What's gonna burn?
Yeah.
The bridge? Oh shit, Craig's there.
So
Yeah, he does burn mad bridges. I wouldn't want to do one on a bridge with Craig. That motherfucker's bound to get burned. Like,
get this. We just go set up. We go set up. Oh, that'd be so fucking funny, right? They can't stop us from performing
Burn a
on the
bridge
bridge.
down?
So I wasn't thinking this way, but I'm going with it. So we set up four stations. We set up a little speaker, right? And we just do our show right there, and we clog up the bridge, and we make national news because we're
I
clogging up a
don't
bridge
think we'll
on
get
Vegas.
national.
I think they'll just
we
arrest
make
us.
Vegas news.
Local news.
Think
we
about
make
the
local
shit that
news.
happens in Vegas. Do you
What?
think we
yeah, I
really make the
really
news?
bet. Like, I think the guy who,
We'll be told to leave.
we'll make a small huff puff on Twitter. Like,
Yeah.
Alexa, would we get arrested?
she ain't been listening.
Yeah, she. I mean,
She just went boom boom.
You turned her off.
No, she ain't. She said boom, boom.
Alexa, would we be arrested?
what?
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Of course you didn't.
That's what we'll tell
Yeah.
the police.
Yeah,
See,
she'll
check it
get
out.
to know us later.
See, already on Twitter, people are like, I'd fly to Vegas. That's what they're saying. I'd fly to Vegas to go
Sounds
see
fun.
this. So look, West Coast. I don't want to go to LA. Everybody's in LA, right? So they.
We'll take the two people from LA that we want.
Yeah. So let's do it in someplace where everyone can get into debauchery while we're there and
Missouri.
go gamble. Yeah.
And that gives us
Branson, Missouri,
fucking Missouri,
motherfuckers.
dude.
That gives us something to go do with the community immediately after. It's
Yeah,
not like where you're
gamble and
somewhere
drink.
boring where it's like, what do we do? I don't know. We can sit around and talk. It's like, no, let's hit them tables, y'all. Can we go
Yeah.
roll some dice and
Yeah,
shit?
that'd be great.
Oh,
Crabs
wow.
table in the
Right?
community.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Roulettes?
Yeah, I'm
I
down.
think we do this. I think we kind of set a date on this. I was already looking at dates. What
All
do
right,
you?
there's gonna be a sweet spot here for me. It's not too close to the baby being due.
When's the baby?
June.
Oh no, this is March. We're talking March, dude.
March?
That's,
Yeah.
I mean,
In 30 days?
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
I don't know. Just
Like, dude.
I'm good.
Yeah. Like, what are we gonna do? Like,
March is probably good.
dude, I think we do it. Let's see. Just looking at the calendar right now, PAX East
Yeah, we got PAX
is
East.
the 9th through 12th. What if we do it the week before PAX East, or the week after, or the week after that? Like,
Let's give it a buffer week.
what's the
Pregnant
what's
wife.
the best dead zone for doing stuff? Because E3
there is no dead.
I mean,
that's
is
just going on all the
anything
time.
happen on February? February's pretty dead usually.
I mean, we could still do February. It's
Probably not enough time to give people
No, there's plenty of
notice.
time.
We want to give them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Like,
got
for
The
the
community,
so they have enough
they
time to
can't
come
just
out.
plan a Vegas trip in 20 days. Like, it's not
Some
gonna
people
roll.
can. I mean, and you know.
They work for a living.
Yeah, we know. You
Craig
just,
gave
we
me
all
like,
just
does
want
it
to go
really
to
matter if
Vegas.
they show up or not? Look.
Yeah,
Like, it's
it doesn't matter. Let's just fucking go, all right?
God. I went to fix my glasses and I was like,
They're not there.
I was like,
Did you just accidentally
Not
face
wearing
palm
them.
Yeah,
yourself?
I hit myself in the face again.
You should have just stuck with it and the motion would have
Yeah,
applied.
I've been
just
like,
tilted
oh,
down.
damn it.
I don't know. I think it's something we need to, like, I will pursue this. I will look into this.
I know you will.
I will absolutely make this
Yeah,
happen.
we know.
Yeah.
Yep, go for it.
And I'm all
A year,
for it.
A year can't go by without Craig finding a way to get a Vegas trip in.
Let me tell you something.
Except for like the
I
last
don't.
3 years.
Yeah.
No, you and last year?
y'all
Yeah.
did go to Vegas. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but let me tell you something. This will not be an official RT event, right? One of those things where you go through the event people. I'm doing this shit. We're gonna do this shit, and we're gonna make this happen. This is gonna be community. It's gonna be awesome. So, like, the promotion is gonna be on our end. So, like, tweet. What are you doing?
No, nothing. Just getting the gasoline ready.
No, I'm just saying we're gonna do this shit. Or I'm gonna do this shit. I'm gonna make this happen. I'm not gonna sit around and wait for someone else to do their job. I'm gonna do this shit. That's all I'm saying. What?
And there it goes.
I think
What? I'm just saying. I'm gonna make this
I
happen.
think
I'm a doer.
we can make it happen if you really apply yourself.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
are
do
you
it.
kidding
You
me?
can do it, Craig.
I've made much less happen with less time.
That's
much
very
more
true.
happen with less time.
I was gonna say,
Let's have one more.
wow, impressive.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at this stuff. Anyway, well, so yeah, I think we should. I will look into it. I'll give you an update here in the next week or so after I do a little more
I mean,
research.
I'm
we'll
all
figure it
in.
all
You
out.
know me.
I know,
When
I
I go
know
to
you are. I
Vegas,
appreciate
I'm
it.
down.
Let's just plan it all
Oh,
right
yeah.
here.
I just think Sean has to gamble.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
rule.
sure. As soon as
I
these
mean-
reviews kick in and I can afford to, hell
Yeah, he doesn't have to gamble if he doesn't want to. We'll gamble.
Oh,
There's
I'll
no
gamble.
question there.
Here's the thing. I bet we go there and we have community. I bet
$2 on black, please.
I bet that
$2.
aside from drinks being free, I bet nobody buys a drink while we're there.
What?
I bet
Yeah, because they're free.
Yeah.
no. I bet that the community would buy you guys
Why
drinks.
would that matter?
No, I'm
I
just
want to
saying.
buy
They're
them
saying we-
drinks, which
yeah,
I'll do
yeah.
Because
because
Bullet-
they're
yeah.
free.
No, let me tell you what. Because Bolin would get too shitty, then he would start getting at the ATM, pulling money out.
That's the
Then he would
kind of
gamble.
gambling we don't
Yeah,
want
yeah,
you
we
to
don't
do.
want that.
Even drunk, I'm just as frugal. Like
Yeah.
even drunk, even more so. I'd be like, I'm drunk, nothing's coming out of these pockets.
Nothing's
I don't
coming
know
out
why
of
I
this
talk
drink.
like that when I'm drunk, but
Yeah, he gets a little Shrekky, you know? It just happens.
layers.
here.
Onions have layers. Layers.
Yeah, that's
layers.
fair.
How's that? How's that, Chad?
You getting there?
Layers.
You going Scottish?
I'm trying to go ogreish.
No,
Donkey.
It's the same thing.
Ogres have layers.
And then he went German at the end there. German
Ogres-
scientist.
Ogres have layers.
We haven't seen layers.
layers.
It sounds like you got like a layer like for
Yeah.
evil people
Yeah,
to hang
with the
out in.
layers. Where I do my experiments on the ogres.
This is where we keep Eva Brown.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Pretty great.
Why?
Pretty great.
You can't German
Layers.
accent?
Can
Like,
you
look at me. I'm pretty
Layers.
German. I
Get
think it's
layers.
chill.
Layers. There you
Layers.
go. There you go. You got it now.
Layers.
Layers.
Yeah.
Ogres have layers.
He did it.
Nailed it.
Sean's
Good
gonna
job,
do it.
buddy.
He's gonna be going voice actors.
Hey, you want to get real fucked up? Sam, let's hear your donkey.
Wait, that's Eddie Murphy-ish?
Yeah.
You just mean let's hear my Eddie Murphy?
Yeah.
Give me
Quick,
like what,
Sam,
what is
step your
some
foot
shit?
into this racist trap.
Like what does Eddie Murphy sound like again? I haven't
Sounds
heard
like
him in a long
Eddie
time.
Murphy. Sounds like Chris Rock, but less annoying.
Really, Rod? Can you imagine?
Here's Chris Rock. Ha!
I can't even think of his voice. I don't got one.
Hold up. I see this on Twitter. I just want to address this.
Okay,
real
that's
quick.
fine. We needed to get
Listen,
off of that.
It's all fun.
Layers.
It gets all fun and games, but it's kind of annoying every time I tune into Game Attack and they're trash talking the rest of RT. To be clear, we're not trash talking the rest of Rooster Teeth. We love Rooster Teeth. Rooster Teeth's very awesome, right? The problem is I want to get shit done, so I'm going to do it.
Can you go to the
That's the
wide?
problem.
Can you go to, real quick? I just want else to say we're not trash talking.
Nobody's trash talking RT here. Nobody is.
Oh no! A rooster's wandered onto the bridge.
No,
No!
not at all.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No, and like we talk shit about Funhouse, but it's all in fun. We love Funhouse.
Yeah.
I'm trying to sugarcoat it. I don't
Yeah.
give a flying fuck.
All right.
Go.
That was true.
I'm just playing.
They give us shit all the time. We give them shit. It's
Yeah,
brotherly love.
I liked the conversation about Eddie Murphy. Could I hear
Yeah,
a
yeah,
sound
yeah. Can we go
bite?
back to that? Give me your Eddie Murphy.
I don't know
we
what
get
he
to-
sounds like.
Before we get to that, let me let everybody know. This episode of the Try Hard Podcast is brought to you by Dollar Shave Club. Dollar Shave Club, we've talked about it many times. They're our first sponsor here on Try Hard. They have been very faithful in recurring their sponsorship with us, so we appreciate if you guys go support them like they supported us. If you're new to it, make sure you go and check it out. Before Dollar Shave Club, there was no middle ground as far as going to the store and picking up and going through the glass shield
thank
and having
God.
the 17 blades on it. Now it's delivered right to your doorstep every single month. It's you had to pay a fortune, or you didn't have to do that. Now it's super easy. If you haven't tried Dollar Shave Club yet, you're missing out. It's an amazing shave at an affordable price. There's no smarter choice on the market, and as of right now, they're giving away 1 month free trial. Well, 1 month trial. For any of their razors, to try any of the razors for $1 with free shipping, and after that, it's just a few bucks a month. There's no long-term commitments, no hidden fees, and you can cancel anytime you want. Get your $1 trial by going to dollarshaveclub.com/tryhard. That's dollarshaveclub.com/tryhard. We talked about it, like I said, talked about it a lot. I'm a big fan of what they do, and last time they sent us a package when I brought it in, they had that really nice smelly soap, which I am still using.
Leave his
By the way.
lavender.
So
Yeah,
don't
their
try
razors are
hard with
good
your
as hell.
razor.
Yeah,
Dollar Shave Club.
yeah. Dollarshaveclub.com/tryhard. Thanks, guys.
Yep.
It's kind of like why aren't we going to RTX Sydney? And that's without them seeing this podcast, probably.
Well, are we back here?
Yeah.
Just
Are we
bring it
back?
right
We
back.
just-
You know, we almost shaved that one off.
No.
And then he just-
This is something I actually would like to talk about.
Okay.
The reason why we are not going to RTX Sydney
We're not famous yet.
is because they don't feel that there's a demand for this. They
we
don't
need,
feel there's demand
so we
for
need to
Game
blow
Attack.
up. We need to get big.
Yes. They don't feel that we're going to move tickets and that people will buy tickets to come see us in Sydney, right?
Well,
So-
I mean, it like Game Attack's like 4 months old.
yeah,
3?
yeah. Get it?
Yeah, like okay.
Yeah, like we're not. I'm not upset about that.
Hey,
we
we're
need
not
to-
gonna take the infant across the world. Okay.
Don't mention the other thing.
Yeah.
About,
What other?
about
Yeah.
yeah. Don't bring that up.
Massive.
Yeah.
What thing?
No,
No,
just-
I'm
okay.
not. Don't even worry. Let's
anyways.
not talk about things. 'cause
Alexa!
then-
Talking about Alexa.
But that's just it. Like,
Yo, what's that thing we were
not in
supposed to talk
demand.
about?
Tell me a joke.
Sorry, I didn't
You bitch.
understand.
Well,
Go!
she had
Whoa!
she had- well, you
Whoa!
can't be talking
Alexa!
to her about like that.
Alexa, tell me a joke.
Knock, knock.
Uh-oh.
Who's there? Boo. Boo-hoo. Don't
God, that
cry.
sucked.
It's only a joke.
Fucking
Oh, God.
savage, Alexa.
That shit was pretty solid, yo.
Oh my God.
She's got good jokes, man.
If we
Tell you
ever
what.
feel the podcast lows, Alexa will fill in with her stand-up comedy.
Alexa, do onions have layers?
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Okay, Alexa's
the
dumb as
question.
shit. She's fired.
No, she's not.
No, she just doesn't understand ogre speak, Craig. We haven't
Alexa.
programmed her for that yet.
Alexa, do you have layers?
I'm not sure what you meant by
Alexa's
God!
dumb as shit.
She doesn't
Sorry.
like you.
Yeah.
She's got to get to know us first,
Alexa,
Craig.
do ogres have layers?
that. I'm not sure what
Okay,
you
all right.
can we move on from this? Because I
Yeah.
actually have one other thing I want to talk about.
What's
tonight.
up?
We had a G1 community member reach out, and they offered they have a deal for us, and it's actually a deal for everybody watching.
No deal.
No, it's actually a pretty
Wrong
awesome
game.
deal.
Wrong show.
Okay.
Not
So
our
we had a
show,
G1
no.
reach out named Jake, and Jake was like, "Hey, here's the thing. I want to see you guys succeed. I think that you guys can, And I want to put a bet on the table, an offer on the table, that if you reach 100,000 subscribers by March, I'll get a Game Attack tattoo.
Oh shit!
And I was like, that's interesting. So I talked to Bolin about it, and we're like, sure, let's do it. So here's the thing, though. If we get to 100,000 by March 25th, Jake's going to get the tattoo. And as part of it, we're going to bring him down to be on the show.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you were gonna get your line weird
No,
kid measuring tattoo.
No, but Jake's going to get his tattoo if we reach 120,000 or 100,000 by March 25th. So that's the goal now.
And he's going to get tattooed live on the
No,
show.
no, not on the show. No, he's what he's going to do is he's going to do it separately, videotape it, and come down and show it off.
Oh, I was going to get
Why
like...
can't we do it live?
Yeah.
Well, he has an artist that he likes to use, and then flying down the artist and all the stuff and everything.
Yeah.
Where's his artist?
He's not from here, so.
Now we could do it.
Bring the artist down here. I want
Does
some
his
tats.
does his
we
artist do
have
some
no
solid trash
budget.
polka? Because we'll get tattoos as well. Like I'm in.
You'll get
Everyone
a tattoo
gets
on
tattoos.
screen too. The tattoo show.
If he does some solid
I
trash
won't
polka,
get a Game Attack tattoo, but I'll get a tattoo.
So, anyways, look. So that's the deal.
It's only been 4 months.
That's the thing. March 25th. Jake,
You just murdered that so hard. This dude's like, I believe in you guys. I love it. This is gonna be great. I'm gonna get a tattoo on my body forever. If you guys get 100,000, because it's inspiring. And he's just like, yeah, I'm not gonna get a Game Attack tattoo.
Bolin and I are different kinds of people. We don't even wear band shirts. We can't even make that commitment. Like, I wouldn't even have I love waffles. I would not wear a shirt with Eggo on it. Never. I wouldn't even do that. So just saying.
so it's on the table now, though. 100,000.
I think that this Jake guy is
He's
being a
awesome.
total gangster.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
glad.
he's the best.
And I think we're gonna hit
Bet
that
you do.
Hundy. So can't wait to meet him.
100,000 by March 25th. Jake gets a tattoo, films
Awesome.
it. Then we have him down shortly after to show it off. We'll fly him down, put him in a hotel. You can come down and be a part of the show and hang out with us for the evening.
You know what'd be
so.
sick?
Have you done any vetting to make sure Jake doesn't kill people?
No, I haven't actually looked into Jake. Jake?
Do
murder people?
Do you have onions or layers?
No, do you have
Making
layers,
food?
not onions? Ogres have onions.
Yeah.
People have layers, and I peel them.
Yeah, that's what we don't want.
Man.
Yeah, that's definitely not what you want. Hey,
You really don't. Sorry, you go ahead.
No, okay.
No.
right.
It was insignificant and stupid.
oh, you're never insignificant and stupid.
You're sweet.
All right, so question for you guys as I totally steer this in another direction. I
Why?
had something happen.
We had something really
the other
good
day.
happening there. Sorry.
And have you guys ever experienced mad road rage from someone else on the road that you were like, wow, that person's a fucking psychopath? Have you ever had that happen?
You've seen them road raging really
Yes.
hard? Oh, yeah.
At
Yeah.
you or just at people?
Yes, at you.
Oh, yeah, on all accounts. At me, but never as hard as I've seen somebody road rage at someone else.
Yeah.
The most road rage I've ever experienced is probably me just flicking somebody off.
Flicking somebody off?
Yeah. Just, fuck you, man. Pretty much, yeah.
I like that. That's great.
It's a flick. It's like,
Yeah, bingo. It's like ka-ching right there, fucker. Yeah, and we do the other day we were going to lunch and someone pulled out in front of us and
And both Greg and I went.
Go, hey, all right, good job. Way to almost murder us. So that's the end of the thing.
It's the thumb, so you
Hey,
can't
good
get mad.
job. Hey.
But really?
Yeah.
Yeah. that-
Okay, so April and I were driving the other day. She was actually driving. And she goes to merge over. And I know everyone's had this experience. When you start to merge over, so you put your blinker on, and the person behind you is like, no, fuck that. This is my road. So they
And
start
he
to
floors
gun
it.
it, right? It's
Yeah.
like, so this dude's like far back. And he sees the blinker going. He's like, and starts gunning it. And she merges over. She's got plenty of room. The dude goes right up on, slams on his brake, lays on the horn, right? Then swerves around her. And as they go by, the dude who's in the passenger seat is just like, he's giving the David Blaine face as he goes by,
Yeah.
you know? Just and it's like, holy shit. And she's like, what the hell? And I was like, that person was honking
No.
at you?
If I
for David Blaine faces.
okay.
Okay, hold on.
Hold on.
Because there's more to the story, believe me.
Sorry.
No worries. That's fine. No, it's Blaine Cam.
Come
I
back,
do
we'll
the
go.
same thing whenever I see somebody do something really stupid, and if they have to pass me and I'm the passenger, I do mean mug.
Yeah.
But
I
it's
mean,
more of a sarcastic mean mug.
Yeah. Alexa, who is David Blaine?
David Blaine is an American magician, illusionist, and endurance artist.
She should have said
See?
he was a demon.
Yeah,
David Blaine is a demon.
David Blaine.
David Blaine
there's-
is a demon.
There's the David Blaine face for you, Brian, if you want
It's
to pull
the
it up on
best.
the back. So it's
That's not even David Blaine, but
I know it's the guy making fun of David
yeah,
Blaine.
which is a very funny video.
It is. It's the best. I missed that. That was when the internet was young.
Okay, Craig, I'm just gonna do
Craig,
a
you're first.
slow this.
Put
right
your hat
here.
backwards.
All right.
Well,
Yeah.
hold on.
Okay, we got David
Crit
Blaine.
focus.
Hold on. I gotta clear the funnies out. Come back to me.
He's
Hold
got
on.
to clear the funnies
You gotta
out.
clear the funnies out.
Craig is the worst about giggles. God, if he gets the giggles, you're
Just don't look
screwed.
at yourself. Look at the camera.
I can't do it.
Yeah,
I can't
you
do
know,
it.
he
I can't do it, Bolin.
David Blaine face.
I can't do
You gotta
it.
give
Come
your
back to me.
best.
Start with Chad James.
Okay.
Start with Chad.
Hang on, Sam. Hang on. Don't do it. Don't do it yet. I'm gonna pan over you. And when I say go, I want you to make the face.
Right.
Where is your face at? Okay. So look at the camera. I'll tell you when to go.
Sam's turn. Don't giggle. Sam's blundering. Watch, Craig is gonna fail this. Keep going. He's only got until the camera
It's
gets
a
to
slow
him.
crawl.
That's
It's
a controller.
suspension.
Here's Craig's David Blaine face.
It just looks like you're laughing while you're shitting.
One more
That's a-
time. It's coming back to you, Greg.
It's coming.
David Blaine face.
He's crying. He's fucking crying. Look, go back.
He can't
Zoom
do
in on the tears. He's actually crying. You
had
do
that-
this for a living.
You had that
David
little
Blaine face.
gopher
Last
look where
time.
you're like,
we gotta nail it, guys. We gotta nail it. We gotta nail it.
Oh,
David
Oh,
Blaine.
sorry.
That was good. That was his best one yet.
that was a better one. I liked it.
Back to you, Sam.
Is it? No, it's not.
No.
No.
The camera's not on.
I think Brian has killed David
Brian
Blaine.
killed David Blaine.
He's
David
done
Blaine.
with David Blaning.
Look, did you see? Oh man,
Oh.
Bolin just gave Brian the stink face. He's like, we're done with this shit.
This shit's gotten David
Yeah.
Plane. Am I
Oh
right?
God,
Jesus
Get it
Christ.
planed out. All right.
Oh, that's
Way
good
to
right
toss
there.
the David blame.
Well, so
Yeah,
wait,
you
so
know it.
where does it? Where? Okay, what about road rage?
Thanks for that David stain on our podcast.
If we keep going, we'll make it David Rain.
Can we continue?
Oh man, that's
What were
the
we talking
David
about that
Bane
when
of
you-
today.
Oh yeah, road rage. So
Yeah.
look, it's bad, especially when David Blaine does it to you.
It's bad. Yes.
Yeah, David Blaine would road rage, and then like you would drive past him, and he wouldn't be in the car. Like,
That would have made my fucking year if I made you spit
All
all
over
over
the, I would have
Yeah.
just like,
We already replaced these because of your saliva.
yeah.
All right.
You keep on.
So anyway, this dude, passes by us, gives us David Blaine faces, and they go by, right? And I was just like, wow, what an, and I'm keeping it because Kira's in the back. And like, we're driving, and they'd gone like up ahead. They zipped around a bunch
Yeah,
of cars.
they did the
Like,
thing where they're
yeah,
like-
they gotta swing their dick and prove their dominance on the
Yeah.
road or whatever, right?
it
And
was
so-
a truck, right?
No, actually, it was like a green van.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
Minivan
Right?
bastards.
Yeah, and so April's driving, and she's going normal speed limit, people are going slow, so she's going in and out, and she starts coming around, and then sure enough, this dude is up ahead again, and he's on the right lane, and so she's going, right, and as she's coming up, the dude waits till she's almost there and swerves over right in front of her, right? So she's, she hits the brakes, and we're like, holy shit, I'm like, it's that dude, and so then she drops back into the other lane, right? And she starts to, accelerate again because the guy's dropping his speed. He does it again, and then he sits in the middle lane going back and forth, and I'm just like, that guy's a psychopath, and she's just, she's getting frustrated,
Yeah.
and like, especially, she's pregnant, she's got pregnancy hormones, like,
Yeah.
God help them. So like, I'm just like, that guy's a psychopath, just back off. So she does, she backs off and lets the guy go for a while, and then he takes a left turn at like the next thing, and he was done. But it's just like, what the fuck? Like, I can't understand that mentality. Like, who gets to the point where it's just like,
I've pissed somebody off that bad before, where they've gotten out of their car.
Really?
Yeah,
What'd you
yeah.
do?
Why? So
We're in Texas, dude.
yeah, I
Yeah,
know
they'll
it's
shoot your
probably
ass.
not right, but so whenever how like okay, so 35, back when they were closing the bridge a lot,
Yeah.
you know how you go down to one lane. And like people would always just ride the shoulder all the way down and then try and merge in.
yeah. Mm-hmm. You dick.
I wouldn't let them.
Oh, okay, yeah. You
I
do
would
the, you
sit
do the one over.
in the
Yep.
shoulder, and then like other people would be like, "Nice work, bro," and then nobody could go past me, so they would just sit there honking.
Yeah.
And, one time a guy came out and like knocked on my window, and she was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like,
The problem is you're in a Miata, so like that guy, if he really wanted to, he could just rip your roof
Just
off
rip
and
it
get
right
in.
off. Yeah. Well, dude, that's look. I think everybody at one time has been the dick who's tried to swerve in at the last second with their car.
Well, we all
right?
make there's a difference between making a mistake while you're driving and just being an asshole, not having to do something. Like, there's a difference between like I've almost missed my exit and cut somebody off before, but I've never just like not used my blinker and almost merged into somebody. Like,
Yeah.
How frequently do you use the oh sorry?
No,
like,
it's the universal sign for I fucked up, which is
Which
it's
is,
one hand
which
up.
is the weirdest thing. Like driving exacerbates everything because like somebody will do something shitty, and then I'm one of those drivers. Like I don't road rage, but I certainly curse a lot. And like, man, I'm just like, man, I hope that person fucking dies today. Like
I've said this
fuck
1,000
them,
times.
Hate the family. Like,
Best superpower ever, it'd be to telekinetically be able to burst people's tires.
oh,
Because you
traffic
kill,
would be fucked up
yeah,
everywhere.
because you kill minivan drivers instantly.
Oh my god.
And even better than just murdering the people that are assholes on the road. No offense, your minivan's fucking dope and your family's sweet as well.
Honda Odyssey, what up?
Yeah, it's
Just
dope.
saying.
But
You're not cutting people off.
even
so.
better for and making cars Jerry Buckheimer flip. The guy at the red light, whenever the light's green, it's like green, and then he's honking at you to go. Pop his tire. Let
Yeah.
his ass sit there for a
That's
while.
good. I wish
Let
I could
other
have the
people honk at
delayed
him.
too for people that I don't want to like be physically harmed. It's like that was a dick move. Use your blinker next time, and then their tire just like lets out the next time they park. It's just like
No, dude,
I want
better
the-
than tires. Fuck their transmission. Just guys be like, bam, because that shit's way expensive to repair, and then they're not gonna do dick. Like, they're just
yeah.
gonna be
You start
better-
popping tires like discount tires gonna go out of business. Those warranties are too good.
Better than all of that, the Hollywood hydraulic pistons that
Yeah.
flip cars over.
Yeah, the ones that make cars jump.
just make
Yeah.
those. Just make that happen. Even worse than a tire.
Yeah.
Tire prices stay okay.
Bowen, this must be fate
What?
because I was actually thinking about the
flipping cars.
superpowers today.
Oh
And-
god.
Are we doing the superpower thing?
No, here's the thing. We are doing the superpower thing, but here's the thing about the superpower thing. I have a hypothetical for you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I was thinking about the superpower that I would like to have. Okay. The superpower I would like to have is be able to go back in time one day. Okay. But you can only do it. You can only use the superpower 5 times. Okay. So you can use it 5 times your entire life, but you have the option to go back in time 5 times. Okay. When would you use those?
Well, the first one would be the
get
lottery.
rich.
Like,
Okay.
just
Yeah.
the first one's the lottery.
Mhm.
Why not? I
Yeah.
mean, then you got like 100 mil. Like, what do you need?
Yeah, so I think you're right, right? The first one you use, if you were to stagger these, the first one you do would be like, okay, I want to be financially secure,
Yep.
right? So you go out and you wait till the Mega Millions jackpot is $150 million and you go back in time a day, right? Second one, I think you have to be like really conservative about this. This is what I think about when I drive around, right? You got to be like really conservative because what if one of your family members gets hurt, right? And you're
Yeah,
like, that
you
could
got
have
to
been
bank
prevented.
some. You know,
Yeah.
just in case. Yeah.
Yeah, you got
Well,
to
I mean, the first one's just like I would almost even wait like until the lottery is above 100 million. If it's just like 13, I
Yeah,
can wait a
'cause fuck
couple months.
13 million.
It'll
Well, no,
happen.
but realistically, if I only have 5 of these, they're more valuable than a couple $1 million. I'm gonna wait until that bitch is up to like almost 100 mil.
Or you find like a billionaire and be like, listen, I can fix something a day back, like, and
So you,
sell it.
I'm sorry, you're saying one day. So if I were to acquire the superpower today,
Yes.
I could only go back tomorrow or yesterday. And tomorrow I could come back today. Day after tomorrow I could come back
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yes, you can only go
backwards
back. You go
winning.
back in time 24
24
hours, but
yeah.
you can only do it 5 times in your life.
Okay,
Right.
so something bad would have to happen, or
just-
or good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or like,
Like, from
watch
this
the
moment
Super
on.
Bowl, go back,
Yeah.
bet on it, or whatever.
Yeah. I think the lottery is the best way to go, right?
Yeah, you'll know the number, you get it, you win.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know exactly what you're going to have from there. You can actually plan out pretty well if you do it with enough time, right?
Yeah.
Which you plan it out and you're like, okay, well, I'll go
Yeah, I
back
mean
in
it's
there.
at like 100 million right now. That's fine.
But
I'd take that.
That would be like the most useful
nonchalant about
superpower in the world.
It'd be
But-
great.
Yeah, but being able to have like only 5 times, the idea of like, okay, oh shit, my kid broke his leg. back up. All of a sudden, we're not going to do that tomorrow because But
Do
you
you
know
really
what I'm
think
saying.
you'd blow one on the broken leg?
No, I don't
like
think I would.
broken
They'll learn a
leg,
lesson.
like
Told you cars are bad.
most kids break
Yeah,
a bone,
yeah.
so
Yeah.
like I think that one you let
Yeah.
it pass. Like
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, like seriously, like if it was head trauma, no doubt, but a broken
sure.
leg.
It's
But
like
the thing-
truly scarring,
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing about it, though, like I said, there's like give and take, right? You, like Chad said, you got to bank them. You
Yeah.
got to like
Yeah.
seriously conserve them because 5, it sounds like a lot, and I think
not.
it's one of those things where you'd immediately go, well, I want to use this, and this,
But also, if you can't use it once you die, you can't. It's kind of like money. You can bank a lot, and like sure you got it for your kids and stuff, but you don't want to die with just buckets of money.
Well-
you want to use a good bit of it.
Well, that's the thing is, right? Let's say you get in a car accident and you know you're going to die. You use it. You go back 24 hours and you
Just pull off the
No
road.
doubt,
yeah.
no doubt, yeah.
Yeah,
You're just
I
like,
would-
fuck going to the mall today. Like,
Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
I would definitely use it to stop like acts of terrorism, like school shootings
Oh, so
and
you-
stuff.
you'd be
Oh,
like,
that
a
would be
superhero.
solid. See, you're
Like,
better than
I'm a
most of us 'cause I don't
hindsight
even
man.
think I.
No, I was just thinking like what horrible thing could be prevented. Obviously, like I don't know, like
But how do you really
like
prevent
huge
something?
bombings and stuff you can't, but like domestic incidents.
Well, that's the thing. Like, if there is like a school shooting and stuff, like, what's that? You blow one, you go back in time, you tell the police, you tell everyone you can, and then
No
you're
one
like, it's
believes
gonna
you.
happen, and they're like, oh, we don't believe you.
No.
So
It would,
here's the problem. You're gonna have to kill a dude,
yeah.
but he hasn't
Yeah.
committed the crime yet.
Yeah.
So then you're locked up.
Yeah.
So then you gotta go back in time another day.
Like plan it out.
It's a slippery slope.
Can you go back a second day?
no,
From that
well,
day, no.
From that day?
Yeah, but does it
Sure,
really
you're
matter?
still burning them.
yeah.
Okay, so a school's one thing, but like I don't say like the club in Florida. Like I would just be there and just be like try to be ready.
But I mean, because
Just
you
read
could
up
take
all
you could
about
take
it.
the
Well-
easy assault charge because you could just wait at the back door where he came and be like, that's the guy, and just deck him.
Yeah.
And then take his gun.
But
And probably nobody
here's
gonna
the
say
thing
shit.
about it, though, is right after these horrible things happen, you would need to learn about all this shit in the
Yeah.
next 24 hours and be able to formulate your plan.
If you
True.
didn't know the guy's entry point and the picture and surface about what he looks like and stuff, then it's going to be a lot harder.
Like that would be the most stressful superpower.
you
in
would
the
have
world.
to wait like for the moment.
Well, you would
Yeah.
have to get a crew of your trusted boys and be like, y'all got to listen to me, but we got to fly to Florida right now and protect a gay
Yeah,
club. They're
I
going to be
just-
like, what? But if they're good friends, they're like,
yeah.
But essentially, you could literally do anything you wanted and then erase it.
yeah.
So, like, you could kill somebody and then go back in time.
okay, so we know what we do. Other question, if you could only go back to 5 just days in your life, not change anything, just relive 5 days in your life, which ones would those be?
Oh, man.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Five-
Do you know if I've got that much mileage out of that? I
Can we
didn't
take
know-
it? Can we take it?
Take
Can we take that down to 3?
Yeah, let's go to 3. Let's
Okay,
go-
three's
That's
fine.
way too
Three's
hard.
fine.
Three. The
How about
best.
1? How about 1 day?
Oh, see that.
And
see,
not
you can't
get
do that.
emotional.
Okay. Here's the thing, Chad. You got to take out the kids. You got to take out the marriage, right? You can't do kids. Can't do marriage, right? It's just got to be a fucking awesome day, right? That you would love to relive again.
Man, let me tell you about this one day that Sam and I went skating in Dallas.
Oh, those cheeseburgers?
Oh, God, they're the best fucking cheeseburgers you've ever had.
Cheeseburgers, bro.
You would relive the day with cheeseburgers and skating.
It was a
You
fucking
don't know.
awesome skate day.
It was good, but those cheeseburgers.
It,
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
Off
it's
the
so
chain.
sad that that's one of
Off
the
the
things
chain.
that popped in. If you remove wife and child, like
Cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
Dude, it was an awesome skate day. Like, it was a lot of fun. And then afterwards, we were like fucking just so tired, drenched in sweat. And it was, believe it or not, McDonald's of all things. And Sam and I, we rolled through and we're like, yo, like, we need a couple double cheeseburgers, whatever. They came in, I don't know what magic.
I've never had a McDonald's burger where they put pepper on the cheese before they cooked it. Like,
Yeah.
the cheese had pepper in it.
Like,
it
some
was
guy
like,
chose that day. Like, he went back in time one day and was like, I'm gonna do this right. Like,
Yeah, he
I'm gonna
made
take the
them.
double cheeseburger to another level. Like, dude, we opened it up, we picked it up, it was like dripping with grease, and we're like, what?
I
Like,
think
and
they
then-
like triple cheesed them too, because cheese was just dripping. Like, we were like unwrapping at the cheese. Like, it was,
It's so
it was
good.
something
That was a
special.
That was a good day.
I've never had a fast food burger of that quality.
Are we
ever
talking
again.
about time traveling to a day or just
Dude, no, just to
reliving an
relive that
experience?
day.
Reliving. Yeah.
And the burger day isn't mine, I'm afraid,
That's
but it's a good day.
fascinating.
Yeah.
You're like, I really just want to relive that day where we got that amazing.
You
burger.
don't know
Yeah,
how
yeah,
good it was.
I mean, the burger day wouldn't be mine, but it's like if I had 5, maybe, but like not in 3, nah, not in 1, definitely.
Well, I'll tell you what, Bolin, what you think about this is a good opportunity to let you know that you can probably make your own burgers with our sponsor this week, Blue Apron. Blue Apron is a first-time sponsor of Try Hard. Once again, they support us, so we'll make sure you support them. Blue Apron is something that I've actually used before. They sponsored a bunch of Screw Attack shows, and I've taken home a box to cook before with. And you know what? It's really fucking fun. Sorry, I cussed during a sponsor.
That's enthusiasm.
We didn't do it.
Yeah.
It was him.
No, it was
and actually,
'Cause Blue Apron's that
Austin and
good.
I had it for a while, and we did get burgers on it. They were good.
Yeah, so here's the thing, right? It's a regular thing where they deliver the exact amount of food that you need, and they give you the entire instructions on how to do it, which you can talk a little bit about if you want. I mean, and it's fun to do. Like, cooking is super fun. I love to cook.
Yeah, especially when you have everything there, because like cooking kind of sucks when you're like, shit, I forgot that one thing at the grocery store, and you have to go get it in the middle of cooking stuff. Now, Blue Apron, it's really easy. They got a whole sheet. Like, I mean, I'm not a good cook. Like, I'll make you like a really dank spaghetti. That's about the limit. And I'm not even talking with meatballs, like just spaghetti. So to have Blue Apron and then just get a
needs
list,
water.
it's like, just do this stuff, dummy. And I'm like, okay. And then it's good.
Yeah.
See, it's easy.
So April's an awesome cook, right? She makes like all this great stuff. And when we did Blue Apron, it's awesome because like, first of all, you try stuff you would never try. Ever.
That's the thing
before.
that I like about it,
It's
yeah.
like, and you can go and do it's like, sure, I'll try that. You can customize it, right? If something doesn't sound good to you or whatever. But then when it comes in, everything is in its own perfectly proportioned ingredients. So it's just like, I don't even, this bottle, this packet,
Yeah,
like you
yeah.
can't mess it up. And then it's like, I made this great meal. And like, I remember like I cooked this one thing and then April came out and was like, look what I made for you. And it was like, and I got to throw out its fancy name of whatever with whatever,
Yeah.
whatever. And like, it's
Sounds
just
good to
like,
me.
Yeah, that's right.
So here's the thing, right?
What he's
like-
saying, underhanded, Blue Apron will get you laid.
It might.
but I'm with Chad. Like I tried things with Blue Apron that I would not have tried otherwise, and it
With that,
makes you
though,
stretch out a little bit.
You do get a pick. That's one thing like
what I'm saying,
that
yeah.
people ask me. They're like, "Oh, but they just send you meals." Like, no, you get to pick what you get in the
log on the
mail.
website.
There's like a bunch of options, and you're like, "No, I don't want that like spicy thing." If you're not into spice and stuff, it's really easy.
So
it's
you,
good.
you can get check out this week's menu and get your first 3 meals for free with free shipping by going to blueapron.com/tryhard. You know, you love how good it feels and tastes, and it's creating incredible home cooked meals with Blue Apron. So don't wait. Once again, it's blueapron.com/tryhard. It's super fun. I love cooking with it, and I think you guys will too. So, yeah, thanks for sponsoring this episode, Blue Apron. Really appreciate
They're
it.
the best.
Okay, so
I
Bolin,
appreciate your delicious food.
yeah, it's
Yes,
awesome.
it's really
Okay, so Bolin, have you thought about it?
Yeah, typical sad Christmas time, reflective family
gonna be a
members.
sad
that-
Why
story
are you
shit.
gonna go
Here
back
goes-
to one
of
of
course.
those days?
Like,
No, he's gonna try and stop
would,
it.
Like typical, like sad, sweet answer. Like it'd be good to see the family again. But if it was just like, if it was like not family stuff, man, back in the day, like 2007, I'm graduated. Like, fucking, I went to this gym with my buddy Jason where we didn't pay. This is a true story. We didn't pay for the gym.
Is
for
that
a,
code for you just like broke in?
For a year, we would just walk in and not scan our cards or anything.
All right.
For a year, we just walk in. One time, the owner was like, "Hey, what are you doing here?" And because I didn't scan my card, and I was like, "I don't have a membership." And she was like, "Get the fuck out of here." And I go, "You mean like go back there and start working out? Get the fuck out of here?" And she goes, "No, get the hell out of here and never come back." But okay, so we would work out.
Not that day, then. You're not
We
going
would
that
work
day.
out. We would go to my duplex. Then we would flip giant tires and throw kegs. That
does sound
Do
fun.
strongman workouts. We even would harness up and drag the tires down my street. Okay. Then we get on Spike TV. We watch Deadliest Warrior.
Nice.
Then we watch Ultimate Fighter, the heavyweight season
Yeah,
with Kimbo
good-
Slice
good
and Big
season.
Country Nelson. Then after that, we'd watch Fight Quest, which had
You can do
which
all this
was
now.
Which was no, not like this. You couldn't. Which had these two guys that would travel the world and learn like Muay Thai, Krav Maga, Wing Chun, stuff like that. And then Surviving Disaster would come on, which was about a Navy SEAL who would teach you how to survive earthquakes,
remember that.
kidnappings, floods. Then we would go into my room and play Rainbow Six Vegas 2 split screen
Great co-op mode.
from like midnight to 7 a.m.
So
I
here's the
just
thing.
imagine
That
y'all
is the day I
sitting
would
there
relive.
like snorting lines of protein powder, like
Yeah.
I think
bro. Oh,
I would love for your birthdays to recreate these days for you guys as best as I possibly can.
can't-
All you gotta do is go to McDonald's for me.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. But just try to replicate everything that Bolin said and bring Jason up here so you can pull tires in your yard and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
That'd be
Watch
fun.
every fighting thing ever on television.
Yes.
All right, so I got a couple that I would just love to relive.
Not counting wife and kids, right?
Yeah.
Not the marriage thing, but yeah, one involves my wife. The other one is.
Well, I assumed that cut out all dating.
Okay, fine,
and
fine.
everything.
But
Yeah.
we understand.
Then I'll cut that
Marriage
out.
is the thing.
Then I would choose probably one of the days I enjoyed most. What do you giggle about?
I saw your sly smile, which means you thought. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say the legendary Call of Duty trip where we went out to go. Where
Dude,
we,
that was so fucking
where we
awesome.
went to go review Call of Duty, and we land, and they take us up in a helicopter to a resort where we had infinite funds to do whatever the fuck we wanted.
Oh, so good.
They're like, you can get a massage, you can go play golf, you can do whatever the fuck you want. And we chose to go get drunk and play Call of Duty all day. And that's what we did. We played Call of Duty Black Ops all fucking day.
And we beat the shit
and
out
we
of
beat the shit out of everybody. We felt like kings. And it was like 24 hours of that. And it was so fun.
That's probably my favorite trip.
Because I'm there with my
Like,
buddy, and
yeah.
we're just blasting all these idiots, and we're drunk.
Because you're fighting the other journalists, right?
Yeah, they all suck.
Yeah,
they all
As you've
suck.
learned recently, they're not the best games.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was one of those days that you're like, wow, I feel like $1 million fucking dollars.
Well, it was insane.
And they spent $1 million fucking dollars on
Oh
it.
yeah, I'm sure they did. Well, like we had helicopter helmets with our gamer tags custom printed on them.
And
Like
that was for Black Ops 1, and that is the reason why they have to disclose
Yep,
their
yep.
review policy,
yep,
right?
there was a huge controversy about that.
Because yeah, when you get people shit house in like an incredible resort hotel, your game happens to get good ratings.
That was a great fucking
It was-
game.
the
It
game
was
awesome.
my favorite,
Here's the thing, though.
honestly.
You know
I
who
mean,
we-
yeah, it
and
was
you-
pretty good.
You know
That
who we
whole
saw
sympathy
there?
for the devil part was solid.
You know who we saw there?
Who?
Who'd we see, Chad?
Malcolm McDowell.
We saw Malcolm McDowell.
Really?
He was just chilling. That's just where he goes.
Really?
He just goes there to have some
Was that
fucking
good?
tea,
Yeah,
man.
he's just chilling there.
You
We're all
know?
like,
Layers.
He's like, who are
Yes.
these idiots? We're just over there like, yeah, Call of Duty is fucking awesome.
we play video games. Yeah. They flew us in on a helicopter. People thought we were Obama.
That's true.
It was
It
ridiculous.
was awesome. Like
That was-
and like that's stupid of me to be like, the day we flew in a helicopter, we played Call of Duty all day.
Well,
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 no,
yeah,
it sounds
was
like
awesome.
a great day.
But
like, I mean, yeah.
like, I've been to, like, I can pick any Disney day ever. I can pick up, but I chose fucking Call of Duty in Ojai, California, at the resort. So I think
so
good. That's the one day I'd like to go back and relive. Because I at the time didn't have any kids. It was just like, fuck yeah, don't have to worry about anything.
there's no weight on your shoulders. Is what
Yeah,
he
there's
means
no
by
way.
that.
Don't
Yeah.
have to worry about like checking in on the kids or anything like that.
I guess I do need to disclose that wasn't like mine wasn't like a one day thing. That was like
Just
12,
any of
that
those
was like
days.
12 weeks.
Yeah,
That
doing
was
that
like,
same shit. Yeah.
Because those whole seasons.
You just
No, I
wanna
mean I've
taste
had
it,
days
but-
like
Yeah,
that. Yeah, like where it's like the exact same. Like we would just like every day, we would wake up, we would just like go eat whatever the hell we wanted because we were teenagers. Like
Yep.
when we had money because it was like when we were like 17 and still live with our parents and had jobs though. So it was like fuck it, let's buy stuff.
I'm not saving this for
And then
anything.
like yeah, we'd go home and just play like Halo 2 or whatever, like tactics all day.
the simpler days.
Yeah, watch some Chappelle or something. Like it was just oh man.
We once
yeah.
bought a GameCube and SPs for everybody with the adapters, all in like on a whim, just so we could play Crystal Chronicles.
Nice.
Yeah, those were good nights.
And dude, oh shit.
Dota all night.
You know what game needs to come back? It's Pac-Man Versus. That game needs
Dude, that
to come
game's
back.
awesome in the
Yeah,
arcade
it's
too.
really good.
Like, yeah.
Well, they have it on the GameCube. That game was fucking awesome on the
Yeah.
GameCube. They hooked it up, everything.
That's a pain in the ass to set up. I remember.
Yeah, but that game was a shit.
Yep.
Hey, just so you know, Twitter right now. Twitter right now. I thought this was really funny. Chaos Chris says, "Past Sean Bolin sounds like a beastly dude on steroids."
No, I mean
It's
it was the
story
strongest
told.
I ever was.
Yeah.
I think
you're pulling fucking everything. You're like
Yeah.
pulling cars and shit while you're watching Deadliest Warrior. Yeah, that's pretty fucking awesome.
visually, I think I looked the best I ever had, but I was the strongest then.
Yeah,
It's back
sure.
when you ate the souls of animals.
Yeah, yes, the souls, and that's it.
I believe, yeah, that's why you switch away.
But yeah, it
from
was just raw testosterone. Chelsea's in there. She's not waiting tables like me. She's like got her legit banking job.
Yeah.
And just Jason's in there. We're playing Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix, and he's just like, ah! Like Jason does this like weird scream whenever he gets hyped. He's just like, ah! And then like we're right on the other wall in the small apartment, and you just hear pillows hitting the wall because
Shut
Chelsea's
the fuck up.
Yeah, Chelsea's throwing them. And this is like 5:30 in the morning.
That's good.
Sick.
I'm trying to
Yeah, that does sound like a lot of fun.
Fucking
So-
sick.
And you're talking about kids being a weight on your shoulder. That reminded me of a fun story that happened.
No. That's not what I said.
Watch it. Watch it.
You mixed our words, to be
Yes.
fair.
Yeah, but no. So anyway, April had a haircut and we were out and I was entertaining Kira. We were in the shops at Highland Village and stuff. And Kira got tired when we were going back to the car, right? So I put her on my shoulders, right? And we're going. And, you know,
It was
right
a
as
low
I'm
door,
crossing
I
the
didn't
street,
notice.
No, right as I'm crossing the street, she decides that it would be funny to cover my eyes, right? You know, she's like, ha ha, she's never done that before. And I'm like, whoa, like, you know, so I'm like, all right, hey. And she, you know, she stops because she's like, oh, you know, I'm like, hey, you can't ever do that. And she goes, still on my shoulder. She's like, why, Daddy? And I'm like, because we're in the middle of the street, like, and I don't want to get hit by a car. And she goes, and she just, you know, she's in this phase where she's like super analytical and practical about like everything. And like, she's always like, well, but this and this. And so so I tell her that. I was like, I don't want to get hit by a car. She goes, well, I'd still have Mommy.
Oh,
And I was just like,
Oh, Bird.
what's up?
4-year-old
oh my
Bird.
God. And she's, you know, she starts laughing. She realizes, you know, and I'm like, I was like, you would be so sad. She's like, yeah, I'd be so, you know, whatever. But like,
She was like,
that
yeah,
was
I'd
her
be so
response.
sad,
She's like, yeah, I'd still have
Still
Mommy.
Mommy.
I'd still have
Dude,
Mommy.
that shit is awesome.
That's
dope,
man. That's
man.
brutal.
I know. So I was
that's
just
good.
like, get another kid coming. I'll still have the other one. I'm gonna remember that.
Yeah, just say that.
That shit is awesome.
You should just sit her down one day and just be like, you know what? If you got hit by a car, at least I'd have.
I'd still have the other one.
I'd have number 2.
Unnamed TBA
Alexa,
or TBD. That's what it is.
Google child mortality rates.
Oh, God.
No, Alexa.
No,
doesn't
she
want it.
noped the hell out of that one.
Alexa, how many children died in 2016?
Sorry, I don't have the answer to that
What a
question.
horrible question.
know jack shit.
You impressed me at Sam's house, but you have let
she
me down.
knows, she knows kitschy stuff.
kitschy stuff.
Yeah, like what's the meaning of life? What's in a name? Like, you know, stuff like that.
Oh yeah, shout out to Patrick Hesser, my cousin who got us Alexa.
That's really nice.
Wow.
Way to nail
Awesome.
that shout out.
Yeah.
Really
Oh, yeah, you were gone, yeah.
enthusiastic.
He just sent it.
That's
It was very
awesome.
sweet of him.
Well,
and
thank
he
you
got
very
us
much.
the good big model too.
I know,
He
right?
didn't chimp. Oh, look and see if
What
we
are
can
you doing?
volume her up. That's what.
That's volume?
Yeah, now she's louder.
Nice. Well, that's good.
Alexa, turn down for what?
Fire up that loud. Another round of shots.
She got that
what you
shit.
turned down.
Let's
See, she
fucking
knows
go.
kitschy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a smartass, but not
yeah,
practical.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's good.
Alexa, you suck.
You can always send feedback through the Alexa app.
That's right, baby.
Oh, that was the worst answer.
Yeah,
I thought she'd
no,
at least
yeah.
insult me back or something.
So, I have some other stuff real quick.
What'd
Yeah.
you do?
I was thinking about our conversation last week about the
Which
Switch.
one?
About the Switch.
Yes.
And I was thinking about why I'm excited for the Switch. And this spawned, actually, I was watching on YouTube a video about this guy was talking about why games are no longer fun, right?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
God.
It was one of
What a
these.
fucking
Was it done by
sap.
BuzzFeed?
No.
Okay.
It was just this guy talked for 8.5 minutes about how when he got to college, he got a subscription to GameFly and he played like 200 games in a year and a half, right? And it was just like
That's
one
how
of
you
those things-
make games not fun.
Well, and that was his thing. It was like I played so many games, I burned myself out on any medium, no matter what. You go in and if you expose yourself too much, whether it's movies, you watch too many comedies, you're gonna get burnt out on comedies. You watch too many dramas, you're gonna get burnt out on dramas, right? And
There's
was
some
his
truth
thing,
to
right?
that.
yeah, definitely.
So I was thinking about like why that kind of got me thinking about our conversation last week, and I started thinking about like why I'm excited about this, and I kind of touched on this a little bit as far as the party game aspect of that, but I also think like kind of piggybacking on the idea of like games that you like in particular, Bowen, you like the games that we enjoy together. We enjoy games that are fun, exciting. You think of games like Just Cause,
Yeah.
right? Like I enjoy games like Mario Party, games that are built around people getting together and playing video games.
Well,
right?
this is what you're talking about is why I love Final Fantasy 15 so much, is because it's not in my wheelhouse, and I played it, and it was fucking awesome, and it's a kind of game that I
You're
don't
not
play.
burnt out on that style of game.
Yeah,
because you
I'm
don't
not
play it.
burnt out.
Yeah, exactly. So sometimes it's good to go outside your regular
In the
comfort zone.
Switch, the games for it look to be fairly outside of the norm.
Yeah, they're built to be, for lack of a better word, like fun party games.
Right.
Like that's what they're
And we
showing.
talked a bit about this
Yeah,
last
yeah,
week.
exactly.
Yeah.
But when you think of games that are like games today are built around having that experience, right? And the experience of playing the game, the experience of Skyrim,
The Switch to me,
experience.
I was thinking about this the other day, and I don't mean it in a bad way at all, but it kind of works with what you're saying. Is it's like feels like they're making console quality phone games.
Yeah, I think that's
They're super digestible.
Yeah,
they're not
but-
meant to be played as like some long story experience.
Yeah. But
they're
some-
pick up and play.
Zelda's
like
the exception.
Yeah, Zelda's the exception, but of course they have
because
to have
somebody,
that.
somebody jumped up my asshole because I didn't like the Switch because I didn't play JRPGs and there weren't any bro games on it. And the Switch is going to have a shitload of JRPGs.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know if the
I don't know,
phone
yeah, but
games
then,
analogy
like,
is
I mean,
quite right.
Yeah.
so does the Vita.
I feel
So,
like that,
yeah.
I feel like that's the perception though, is that it's going to be like really catchy, like easy to digest games. But you're right? JRPGs. You got Skyrim coming, and even to and obviously Zelda.
May have Skyrim coming.
These are all what's
Asterisks.
that?
Asterisks on the Skyrim.
No,
It's still-
it's on.
Did
slate.
they confirm?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Oh,
it is
okay,
coming.
okay,
Yes,
okay.
Skyrim is coming.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. I couldn't remember.
So, but I think that I just don't really. I'm not a huge fan of games that are built around the experience, right? In my mind, video games are games,
Yeah.
right? Not video experiences. So that's kind of why I'm excited for
Okay.
the Switch more than
I know
anything.
the perfect way of putting it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a time thing. Like with Zelda being a really good exception, but like you don't want to put over 10, 12 hours into a video game.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
No,
No.
yeah, and
I think that's the best way to draw the line.
And I think just a little bit further than that is also like the games that are more cutscene based aren't for Craig.
No,
Like if it's Kojima, Craig's out.
Yeah.
no, I have no
If
interest in
it-
watching a
if it's-
30-minute cutscene.
If it's Naughty
Yeah.
Dog, probably
Yeah.
out.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I am interested in Last of Us.
I was gonna say, did you play the last
No,
one? 'Cause it's
no,
fucking
I'm
awesome.
interested in it because I've heard good things about it, but I would need to be in that mindset. But that's like a 2% of the time,
Yeah.
right? Like 98% of the time, I use video games as an escape, not something to be immersed in, but something to enjoy with my friends.
But you can immerse yourself in an
Yeah,
escape.
the-
yeah, but I don't
escape
want to be
is
immersed
in the immersion.
But I
Yeah.
don't want to be immersed in drama, right? Which is where a lot of
Yeah,
games are.
you just want and I mean I completely agree with you on that one. You just want to get away with some quick fun.
I want fun.
Yeah, and I mean that's essentially that's what Mario Kart is perfect for.
Yep.
That's what that little Snap It game is gonna be great for. The little like Spring Man Punchy game, like all of those look like games where it's like I'll pick that up. We'll have a 30-minute round, blow off some steam. Great.
Yep.
Like and that's I mean they do definitely they're tackling that well, which is like a point that all the other consoles really aren't doing. Because you're right, almost everything's big experiences right now.
You know what we should play sometime? And you can shut your goddamn mouth. Conker's Bad Fur Day. Have you ever actually played it?
I would just rather play Donkey Kong 64's multiplayer.
You can shut your
Because
goddamn mouth.
it's better. It's the same thing, but
It's story-
better.
Okay, first of all, the multiplayer is insanely good in Conker, and there's a bunch of different. We're not gonna get
Quite-
in this fucking argument. We've had like a million
good
times.
in Donkey Kong
See,
64.
but even games like Banjo, right?
Still too long.
It's too much. It's too much. for
Conker's
me.
like it's like 8 to 10 hours.
Yeah, it's just it gets
But
to the
he's
point.
saying the multiplayer, aren't you?
But, like, even
Or are you
playing
saying
games-
the game?
I'm saying
Oh.
single player.
So like even
Okay.
like so I'm going through certain games like my personal channel. I went through Shovel Knight. It took me 6 hours to get through. It was 13 parts, and by the time I was done with it, it took about 6.5 hours to go through. But it was easy to play because there was a start and a stop to every level. Right?
Yeah.
It wasn't like open world. Find your spot, get there, and you may get to a
Well,
checkpoint.
you can do that with Conker. Like there's
Yeah,
there's very
yeah.
clear
Yeah,
sections. I think you'd actually enjoy it. I know
I'm
you've
sure
never-
I would. I'm sure I
like-
would. But I think that's also why I never. That's why I never played Banjo, or anything like that. I've had to hear experiences from Nick about why it's so great.
Yeah, but then, you actually play it with him, and, he sucks at it.
Yeah.
You see, I burnt out on open world games like in 2015.
Yeah.
And
I
even
mean-
this, that's my kind of worry about Horizon Zero Dawn is because
It looks so good, though. I played a little bit.
it does, but like I've played probably 10 or 12 games in the past 3 years that were all over 25 hours, maybe 30, where they were like, go here, clear out this base, get these loot. We're talking Dead Island, Dying Light,
Yeah.
Far Cry
Which-
3, Far Cry
and I
4,
mean-
Far Cry Primal.
Far Cry, definitely that genre for me, I think is burnt.
Yeah.
And I mean, even I still haven't played Dark Souls 3, even though I love the franchise. I've played every single one, like, die
Have you
hard since
not?
Demon Souls.
Yeah.
I just kind of burnt on it. And I mean,
Well-
I think that's something now I worry about a little more, where I'm like, oh man, I don't want to get burnt out before, like, this very specific type of game has its swan song.
Well, it's funny because I mentioned that during Death Week. I was like, I find it amazing that they made 3 Dark Souls in 5 years. And you make 3 of anything in 5 years, it's going to burn some people out.
Not
pretty
Assassin's
quick.
Creed.
Well, exactly.
You can just
Oh,
keep
Not
going.
Call of
That,
Duty.
no, dude.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
Call of
but
Duty.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed, I think we're all burnt on, and Call of Duty is on isn't it on like a little bit of a
Well,
Yeah.
you get a stigma for it, And
Yeah,
everybody gives
well,
a
they took a
shit,
year
and-
off Assassin's Creed so they could basically. I bet you the next Assassin's Creed it will be similar, but like new engine, new mechanics. Like I bet you
I think they're taking
gonna,
more than a year.
Yeah, well,
Well,
they
they
took
need
this
to-
They
year
had like
off.
7
Yeah.
games or something.
Yeah, no,
shit.
I bet they're gonna rethink like everything.
15, actually.
Yeah, it's
Was
nuts.
it really 15?
Yeah.
Mad Max.
Like
they
counting
have-
the mobile games and shit.
Well, and they had the 2D ones that
Yeah.
were console games, and they had the PS2, PSP ones.
That's
Mad
ridiculous.
Max, Shadow of Mordor. Those are 2 more open world games.
Shadow
Mad
of Mordor
Max was oh
interesting.
god, Mad Max was the worst. Too much.
Yeah,
Too much, man. If they boil that game down, because driving, great.
Yeah.
Felt dope. Like
Yeah.
fucking pulling people with grappling hooks felt great.
Hand-to-hand
But then-
combat, just it's solid.
But 40 hours of it plus
Yeah.
no.
Maybe 100 to complete it. Like,
Oh
it's just, like,
god,
ridiculous.
nuh-uh. Like it just too big, too much.
Okay, I don't know if you want to keep talking about this. Let's talk about this whole fucking video games aren't fun thing that's been happening for like 3 years now with these entitled motherfuckers. Like,
It's literally the point of them.
like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, not you. I was just
Sure,
looking at you.
sure.
Yeah.
But like, you got indies.
I don't think they're
are
talking
there?
about anything besides an opinion that they think will garnish them some sort of like, viewership or
Yeah.
I think
reading. Like
so
I don't think anyone puts that kind of shit up
Let me kind
without
of
it being a little bit clickbaity.
Yeah.
Let me kind of walk you through this guy's argument, right? His argument was
I understand this guy in particular.
Well,
And his title is very clickbait because obviously from the gist of it, I think he says, it's not that games aren't fun, it's that games aren't fun for me because
Yes.
they burnt out on them. And that's like, okay, that's a human opinion. Thank you. You're not
Yes.
saying something for everyone.
Of course.
Well, he also goes into the idea that these games are, he goes into specifically talking about like Ubisoft, whatever you want to call
course.
it. Right?
Yeah.
He talks about them and how after open world games, a lot of these companies they wait for companies like Rockstar to make something really great and stretch their creative limbs or whatever and make something really phenomenal and then go, okay, we're going to make that too. We're going to try to copy
Yeah,
it.
they
And-
cherry
How do we
pick
take it with
ideas.
our properties and
yeah.
put our own
Oh, here's
spin on it?
Crackdown. This is open world. This is fun, and this is going to be kind of like our GTA. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something along those
Sure.
lines. So that was kind of his thing was that there's very few innovators in the space, and the innovators then are copied almost immediately, which is you find that in every single
know.
industry in the
Yep.
world. And I think that's the one thing that a lot of people lose track of when they think about video games. Whether it's the video game community, whether it's video games themselves, like all the problems that are in
Yes.
that are in video games. I use problems very
Yeah.
loosely because
Yeah,
video
yeah.
games are a form of entertainment. They are fun, and yes, they are art, right? But at the same time, like all these issues are in every single type of community out there.
Yeah.
Whether it's movies, whether it's radio, whether it's pick an entertainment medium.
Television, music,
It's there. All these issues are still there. They're the exact same issues that everybody sees, but everybody is so closed-minded with that. They have their blinders on. Video games. They don't see outside of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, and sometimes you get something that's even better than the original. Like honestly, like look at Stardew Valley, like for where Harvest Moon's been lately, and then Stardew Valley comes out, and everyone's just like, yes, like this is.
But I would also
everything
argue
we've ever
that,
wanted and more.
like, we haven't had a lot. That
It's
specific
rare.
genre wasn't oversaturated, so it was easier to come
No,
in
but
there
from
and
his
take
like
something.
somebody makes something creative pioneer. Like I mean, that genre belonged to Harvest Moon.
Oh yeah, I mean, in a little bit like Sim Farm City kind of
mean,
stuff.
I think-
like
I think
that
there's,
scratches
like-
the same itch, but
Yeah.
Like, for instance, like, I love From Software. I love the Dark Souls games. Like, I'm not going to get pissed off and all bitchy about Neo coming out. The
Capcom. Someone, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Namco. Team Ninja.
Team Ninja.
It's,
yeah,
it's the
feudal
Ninja Gaiden
Japan
guys are
question
making
to
a
it,
Dark
or
Souls
answer
game.
to it. Yeah.
Really?
It's cool
I
and
remember
it's
thinking
different.
about this.
Looks
There's
really
al-
good.
There's a Dark Souls game coming out. I can't remember what it's called, but you play as like a guy in, like, you remember Elysium?
Yeah,
With
yeah,
Matt Damon,
yeah, yeah.
you're basically in an
Yeah,
exosuit
yeah,
fighting
yeah, yeah, yeah.
robots, like Dark
Yeah.
Souls,
Cool.
and like, sure, why
And I mean,
not?
there's that Detroit Becoming Human, which is just David Cagey, for lack of better terms. That's
Yeah.
in that genre completely through and through.
Like, I don't understand, like how can, I'm not just gonna sit back and be like, those are shit because they're copying games I've never played before, Like,
Sure.
But and I mean, genres get oversaturated, and I mean, I think we've seen it with generic first-person shooter right now. Even if people are still playing them,
Oh,
all of
yeah.
us are just kind of like so lukewarm on any generic
That's what I loved
first-person shooter.
Overwatch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
and
of
kind of
course,
changed it
in
up.
a couple of
Yeah.
years, come back around.
Yeah, of course. Well,
yeah.
and he, this guy talked about that too. He talked about how the reason why Modern Warfare was so big was that it changed the game as far
Yep.
as it changed the setting of the game, and now we've gotten to the point to where modern is so cliche. We're going back to World War II and
Yeah.
World War One.
Yep.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
stepping back, so it's like it's just whatever's old is new again, and
Yeah.
it just keeps as a continuous.
We're burnt
loop.
out on it hard. Yeah,
Like, for me, and it's weird because, like, how people have moved to loot boxes now as far as upgrades go. Like, if there was a multiplayer shooter where you got upgrades for your gun based on how many kills you got and how much time spent with it, that would feel so new and refreshing to me.
It would also
yeah.
be a horrible, horrible thing.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
for lives in general,
yeah.
way too
And-
much time.
and for companies. But like even something simple like that, like that would be something new again, even though it was only like 7 or 8 years ago when that
well,
was
even
the new
stuff,
thing.
and there are a few games like it, but going back probably a decade ago to how AVP's online multiplayer was on the computer was like
Oh,
you
God.
had like it was drastically different depending on what the hell you were playing.
Because
Like,
they outsourced it.
yeah, there was like 1 Predator, 3 aliens, and like 10 Marines, and like the game played really different. Like
Yeah.
that shit now would be like, whoa, this is some crazy ass shit, y'all. Look at
Yeah.
this, like but
Yeah, and
It's not like
that's
it
why
hasn't been done
Overwatch
again.
is awesome because it's just like this is completely different and new.
Yep.
yeah, you're playing a lot of different stuff.
It very much,
The same.
kind of stepped on the head of Team Fortress to get
Yeah.
to where they are.
Oh, no doubt.
But like I said, sometimes that can be really good.
And even,
somebody
like,
has something and you're
Battleborn
like,
and
wow,
stuff, but,
that is
well,
clearly hitting the
come on.
mark.
Yeah.
Valve's making a shitload of money. God, people just keep pissing away money on hats.
Yeah.
Fucking hats. Like,
Yeah.
like they like the boxes. Like, let's make something new and let's adapt our project because, for some reason we bought another company that was making the same goddamn game as we were. So what does it look like now? And they turned it into Overwatch, and honestly, they did a really good job.
And
so.
then, like in the case of Overwatch, even before Overwatch was out, Gearbox made their hero shooter Battleborn. It just immediately got shed all over.
It came out after Overwatch, though. Or wait.
Yeah, it came out.
I can't tell
right
because it was in,
before-
like, the
I think
alpha
it
and the
came
beta
in
forever.
right before Overwatch.
Okay.
I think it came out
It
like
was
in March or
announced
April.
well before.
Theirs has more.
Was it?
Theirs has more MOBA elements though.
Yeah, it does.
So it's a different
It's
feel.
different.
But
it's very different.
since it was painted like that, it just got trashed.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, it's they competed way more than they needed
yeah,
to.
yeah.
It's not like
They were different games by a long
you see
shot.
the shit with Paladins.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
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 It's so
That's
bad
great.
because like High Res
But dude-
Studios, we've had such a good relationship with them forever,
And
they're
we
like,
played,
really nice
Paladins
guys.
like 3 years ago, and
Yeah.
it was a lot like that already. With kind of like they obviously changed it, but it was a lot like that already. And it was like the first time I played Overwatch and Battleborn, I was like, this is a lot like Paladins. And like
Yeah.
then Paladins finally came out, and people were just like, fuck that shit.
They got- it was like
I
a
remember
witch
playing
hunt,
that
dude.
in
They
like
got-
alpha. It was like that already, guys. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't really that different. It was. Yeah,
The
that was some weird
similarities,
shit.
yeah,
They
that
even
was-
had the loot box stuff in Alpha.
I know.
Same thing. They had the chests and everything. It was
What-
like, what? Like, I
What
don't-
really hurt them was like all the character similarities.
Yeah,
That was
definitely.
what really did it.
But how
But
do you,
it's
like,
also free to play. Like, I mean, it's a great option for free to play. Like, a lot of
Yeah.
people don't have $40 to go buy Overwatch. That's fine. Play Paladin.
well, what else you guys got?
That's it for me.
Bowling
We
and
covered a
everything?
lot of things.
Yeah, we were all over the place tonight.
Yeah,
Other than
no,
the
I
fact that
talked.
the front of Sam's pants or jeans and the back looks like he got stuck in a fishnet or something.
What?
What, these?
Yeah.
Those are awesome.
They're
He's
called-
had those forever.
Yeah, they're called biker jeans. It's for motorcycles.
Oh man,
You don't own a motorcycle.
I got one out in the lobby.
No, you don't. That's Craig's
I
dad's. and It's
sit
been
on
here
it.
for like a goddamn year and a half.
Yeah, well,
It's safer here than it is on the roads, I tell you that much.
that's
Hey, to
fair.
go out
It's
on a-
broken here.
if you want to go out on a really shitty note, I got these new shoes
Yeah, that's what we strive for.
because I was like every single day when I got home, I was like, man, my feet smell like shit, yo, and it was like bad. Like never smelt my feet smell like that before. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like new. And then I was just like looking at my red Nikes, and I was like, I've had these things since 2007. And I was
Old
like,
shoes.
and then I smelt them. I was like, oh God, it was
smells
10.
like they
it
smell
is-
like 2009.
yeah, it was like this is 10 years of fucking stench in here. So I threw them away and I got some new Adidases.
I told
Nice.
you gotta put the dryer sheets in your shoes.
The dryer sheets in the shoes.
Really? Mm-hmm. Did I do that?
Yeah.
That's the secret?
Yeah.
All right.
Really?
Y'all got any 10-year-old shoes? We
Yeah,
talk
probably.
about that to close
Man,
out the show.
I'll wear them out. I'll wear my shoes out.
Yeah, yeah.
Me too.
I'm trying to do it like a
Wear
car,
my
you
shoes
know?
out. Wear my car out. I will. Listen, I don't need shit.
Hey, when are you gonna let me clean your car?
Doesn't need to be clean. It's perfect.
Let me clean it,
Hey,
please.
hold on,
No, you don't
real
need
quick.
that.
Craig, car update. Is your inspection current?
So here's the thing. Yes, it is.
My God, is your registration current?
Yep.
Wow.
And
Have you done an
good-
oil change?
Good thing too. Yes, I have. I'm 100%
Damn.
up to date because lucky thing I got pulled over a couple nights ago, going 41 on a 30. I was very polite to the officer. I said I thought I was 35. I apologize. He said, "Okay, here you go."
It's like, yeah, what did he say? Yeah, but you were still going 41.
Yeah. You should have said I
That's
thought
not a
it was
good
40.
excuse. Like,
No, I said, "Oh, okay." So
wasn't
he
cheating
said,
as bad as that.
he said it's 30 here. I said, "Okay, I understand." And he said, "Well, I'm going to let you off with a warning. Sounds good." I said,
What
"Yes,
the
sir."
fuck?
I said, "Yes, sir."
That's awesome because I woke up with my wife coming in and say, I got a ticket inside the apartment complex.
What?
Like
How's that
she-
even possible?
She was
Is this
pulling
like
out of the
15 or something?
complex, and the cop car made her turn around and go back in the complex for her registration.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Like right there, she was walking out the door, boom, motherfucking
See,
ticket.
No,
I
but
got
that's
one-
the best. Like, you could just say, I'm on my way to
Yeah.
get it taken care of. I'm going to the DMV right now.
She's a shitty ass liar, I guess. I don't know.
I got
too
one
sweet, too honest.
I got one in the parking spot that I turned my car on in.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It was ages ago. I turned my car on and didn't put my seatbelt on, and I got a ticket because I let it roll because I wasn't even I just let the clutch out and was like putting on my seatbelt, and then I saw the cop and I was still in my parking spot and I was like, because I always wear my seatbelt, but
Right,
I'd started
yeah.
my car I was about to do that, and then I had let the clutch out, so it started to roll back, and he was like, whoop.
But you're still in your parking spot.
He was rolling.
Yeah,
He was
but
moving.
I mean,
Okay.
why
Listen,
do you think I run around
Are you
and be
making
like,
this
fuck
up?
the police?
That really happened?
No, of
Yeah,
course not.
yeah,
Man, that's
ages
fucked
ago,
up.
yeah.
It's fucked
Well,
up,
you
dude.
never know. Like, especially if it's at the end when they need to meet their quota, you're fucked. Like, no matter what you do.
Yeah,
And-
I
and
think it was
listen,
on April 28th. That
All
was
right.
the day. I
I
remember
li-
being pissed off about it.
I learned a very, very, very valuable lesson. And as shitty as this is, I was always raised, because I had a hippie mom. And it was always about, as long as you tell the truth, everything will be
the truth
okay.
will
So,
set you free.
yeah, exactly. So,
truth will set-
if I got in trouble or something and, my mom knew something was up, usually if it was all right, here's how it went down. I'm going to be honest with you, And then it's like, okay, cool, we're going to talk about it.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
like a minor punishment, but they were happy. They acknowledged that I told the truth, and, that was a good thing. That instilled that in me, and that was very good. But I learned, and this is important for you guys, just fucking lie to the police.
God.
No,
Yup.
there is no repercussions for lying to the police. Okay?
Depending on
there are very big
depending on what you lie
repercussions.
about.
I do not listen. We do not encourage what
No,
Chad
no,
Dane
no,
is
no,
saying.
no.
Avoid what Chad
Yo,
Dane. Listen,
no,
don't
like,
even
I
listen
like-
to
knows what's
what he's
up.
saying.
Like,
Don't even listen.
This
Don't listen to what
guy,
he's saying.
this guy will burn every bridge, but then we come to law enforcement getting you off tickets, and you're like, come on, man, fuck the police.
Fuck the police.
No, I'm not even saying that.
Fuck the
Like,
police.
I am.
They're
They're
like,
like,
no,
What did they
I
ever
don't-
do to you besides giving you a ticket when you're
give me a lot of
Every
tickets.
time
Stop
I have
me
done
all
the
the
right
time.
thing with the police, it has burned me. And I have watched so many people lie and then they just get off scot-free. And it's like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, at this point, okay. So, one, I
Real
remember...
quick, I feel like you need to have context here. You're not saying after you brutally murder somebody,
Yeah,
you
no,
lie to the
God,
police.
no. But, like, if you're in a situation where it's like, oh, shit, like, this could be 50-50, like, just try it. You can't get any, like, obviously don't, like, hinder an investigation or something
This
crazy.
only applies.
like,
I'll blanket. This only
Like, you
applies
like-
to misdemeanors.
Yeah.
If you lie about
Yeah.
felonies, then you could be
Right.
obstructing the law.
So, like, for example, all right, I was, one time I was going, I was off school. It was a school day, and I didn't think about it because I had to go out. I had to get my braces put on, right? And so I wasn't in school, wasn't thinking about it, and it was like the universe aligned to just fuck me. And so, like, I literally went past the school zone light probably 20 seconds before it kicked on. So it's not on. I wasn't in school that day because I have my braces and stuff. So I was like, not even thinking about it. And I'm going perfectly 30. I'm going the speed limit, right? And I'm like, da-da-da-da-da-da. And then I see this cop coming this way. And I'm like, man, that cop's going really slow. And then I go, and I looked at the clock and I go, oh, it like all crashed into me. So I'm like, bam, like dropped it down to 20 immediately. Go, see the cop come.
Whoop,
And then I see him just do the U-turn. And I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, he's coming for me.
Yeah.
And I just pulled into a parking lot. He came over, parked, came out, and he's like, hey, I really appreciate you pulling over. And I was like, yeah. And I explained the whole situation to him and everything like that. And he's just like, okay, yeah. And he wrote me a ticket.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I was just like, that is shit.
It's rough.
Like, it,
rough.
like that. If anybody deserved a warning, like, you were just like, yeah. I
best
thought
thing
it
you can
was
do-
35. I was still speeding. Like,
The best thing you can do is say, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention, it'll never happen again. That's the best thing you can do.
see, I did, but
Just say you weren't paying attention, your mind wasn't right, and
You don't try to use logic. That's horrible.
Yeah,
You just say, look, sorry, I made a mistake. That's the best thing you can do.
But I pulled over
won't
for
happen
him. He
again.
knew. The other time too is like a rougher story of my past, which is my friend was having a party after his homecoming, and yeah, Sam knows the story. God,
I just like how it's
shit.
like you made it was like a rocky time for me. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
such a fucking
Like, whatever.
joke.
I had a crazy and wild past at one time. It was
Yeah. Oh
kind
man.
of troublesome. I meddled as a child.
Yeah, you know. So anyway, it was at
It was the tone.
it was at a hotel that is known for
was.
being very strict, that Craig knows very well. And so my buddy was having this party, and April and I go over there, and you know we're hanging out, and there's some drinks to be had, and I may have not been of legal drinking age at this time, but really we just set up a Halo 2 LAN.
That
While
is
everyone else-
like I really love how that's like the rocky past thing. It's like I had an alcoholic beverage before I was 21.
Yeah.
It was legal in most countries, but not,
Not
ours.
ours. Anyway,
Oh God.
so the cops show up because some girl valet parks, and then, are you like a puppet master? Like, what the fuck are you doing?
I might have had a drink once. Spaghetti Warehouse is trash.
I don't get that one, but
I don't know.
whatever. Anyway,
Hey,
Jack,
is there a Spaghetti Warehouse in Vegas? Because that's where we should do the
That'd be
podcast.
there's
fucking
one like
dope.
over here.
yeah, there's
We
like two
Googled
over
it.
here.
No, then from Vegas for the podcast.
I know. Anyways, continue with your underage drinking story. And
Yeah,
look,
at a
that's
pace.
whatever.
Yeah,
The cops show up.
There is a
eventually.
spaghetti warehouse in Las Vegas.
Oh shit!
that's where
It's
the
a big place,
podcast's gonna
though. So you
be.
need to check where it is to the strip. So anyway, cops show up. Stop pointing at me.
Get to the mic.
And they walk in like, hey, listen, we know that some of you guys just got here. So here's how this is gonna work. If you haven't been drinking, go to the left side of the room. If you have, go to the right side. And again, naive me, I was like, if I always tell the truth, that is what will prevail in the end. And so I went and I sat on the side because I had like a drink. I seriously think I had like a Jack and Coke, right? Some of the people who were so fucking drunk stumbled over to that side.
They're
right?
smart.
And because I was
they
thinking,
lied to the police.
Again, I was right. See, smart. Now you're on my side. Lie to the police. Yeah,
Lie to
yeah. So like I was like, they're probably gonna like breathalyzer us or something. Whatever. I've never been busted for drinking before, so like I don't know how this is gonna go. So I'll just tell the truth and I'll be honest. And then I watch. They go over. First, they're dealing with people who said they haven't been drinking. They pull out a flashlight.
They check
Follow
it
it.
out.
Follow it with your eyes. You can go. And I'm just like, fuck. You know, I'm sitting here, and this one dude is just completely shithouse drunk, right? The guy like, follow with your eyes. He's like, and you're like, no, just your eyes. He goes,
Yep.
yeah. And then they go, have you been drinking? He goes, no. And they go, are you lying to me? He goes, no. And you go, you can go. And I go, yeah, officer, I was just kidding.
Why
I actually
why did you just hail Hitler? When
He
you did
said an
that?
officer. He put
said
his hands
officer.
up.
No,
yeah.
it was
He
straight out.
did hit a little, yeah. You were a little crooked, Jed, but let's just drop it.
I think
Führer!
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop hailing.
Yeah. I'm trying to hail an officer over here.
Stop. God.
Get over here.
Stop
So-
hailing. Enough
how
of
German
Yeah, yo,
people
can I
get
change? I
cabs,
changed my
like-
mind. I actually haven't been drinking, because I can
Yes.
pass that test. He's like, no. And I ended up getting a minor consumption ticket because I was honest. So lie to the police.
Yeah,
that's rough.
I've had, and dude, like, I mean, the other thing is the police, they fucking stereotype like crazy. It is just shit.
Remember when I got stripped? I was the only person who got like pat down searched.
Well, like, okay, let's pull it. How many times have you been pulled over for not doing anything illegal and gotten your car searched?
I don't know.
Never?
Car searched never actually.
Probably close to 24 times.
Really?
You?
Never got a ticket for him. Almost every single time was my license plate light was out and it was not out.
And you got your car searched?
Yeah, I've had my car searched so many times. Best
Yeah,
thing to
you
do if
look
somebody wants to
shady
search your
as a
car.
motherfucker.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I had long ass hair and I was like a hippie kid.
Yeah.
Every best thing you can do, even if you do have anything in your car, just be like, fucking search it. That's how it stopped. Because they'd be like, can I search your car? And I'd be like, shit, yeah. Hit that shit. And they'd be like, oh, there's nothing in there. Like, if you say it with fucking confidence, they'll never search your car.
I got pulled over in your neighborhood because I had a border around my license plate. That was the
I got-
dealership.
Was it
Shit.
barbed wire?
I got
Barbed
pulled
wire?
over.
Barbed wire?
No, it's just the
Barbed
dealership
wire.
one. Oh.
I got pulled over in Chad James's old neighborhood, and I was like 15, right? We were all chilling at his parents' house. His parents were like out doing something, and like I knew him and April were gonna have some time alone, so I was like, I'll just go on a walk. I got pulled over fucking walking at 4 p.m. in the day. I was just walking on the sidewalk, got pulled over.
I don't know how to tell you this, but like
Cops
with that long
fucking
hair,
stereotype, man.
you look like nasty. You stunk like nasty shit, probably.
So
No,
Sam
I
had
was
long
long
hair.
showered. Well
Yeah,
showered.
man.
What was the company with the 8? There's a rollerblade company.
You look
He
like
had
punks.
this 8-something beanie, and his
I
pants.
look like a hippie.
His
not a
pants were like this big and probably bright green or something because his mom made
Yeah.
his pants back in the day.
Your mom
for
made your
skating.
pants?
Yeah.
I had some mom
sick.
made pants. Yeah.
Oh, I want your mom to make my pants.
She can make his pants. She makes dope ass pajamas.
Oh, okay.
Solid work.
Do we
So-
need to wrap it?
No, here's the thing though. I've got all y'all beat because I guarantee I got the ticket earlier than all y'all. All y'all.
Yeah?
I got a ticket when I was 13 years old.
Yeah, I didn't got that beat.
What'd
Yeah.
you
Be
do?
fucking pillows in the street?
No, I was riding around on a little. My buddy had a little motorcycle, little moped, and you
Yeah.
got to have a license for those. So we were driving
That's
around,
awesome.
driving around our block,
You
and
got pulled
so get
over
this
on a
right,
kiddie bike.
two, not like little tiny little fucking like
Yeah.
thing you see in the circuses,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
in the circus,
A
right?
mini bike. You had a mini
like,
bike,
You see,
yeah.
you see the bears on. You see the bears on.
for that unicycle.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking
Right?
about. Yeah.
So I'm riding around there. Me and my friend, get this. This is how I know he's a piece of shit. Fuck you, Aaron Robinson. Right?
Oh!
Throw that fucking
Name
fire.
dropper.
God, I swear to God, that
Yeah,
guy's
yeah.
a piece of shit. So at least 13. You're cool now, right? But I'm just saying back then. So we are going around. He's like, hey, come on, this will be fun. I'm like, dude, I don't feel comfortable about this. I know I'm gonna get a ticket. I know it. This is illegal. We shouldn't be doing this. Come on, it's okay. We'll do one lap around the neighborhood. We get halfway around the neighborhood. Halfway around the neighborhood. Whoop, whoop. Straight up, pulled out. Get this. We pull over in
Tiny little
front,
bike.
in front of my house, and I am here bawling. Like I fucking knew it. I was gonna get a ticket. And here's the thing.
Man, when you get in trouble, you either cry or piss yourself.
Dude, listen.
And he still likes the
sort of
police. Like, what?
When you're 13, you get pulled over by a popo and you got those lights in front of your parents' house,
By a popo.
listen, you start crying. Here's the thing. I look
When you
over,
get pulled over by a bobo.
I'm driving.
two things, right?
Yeah.
My friend is behind us. The cop sees me. What does my friend do?
Oh, he
Ditch
pieces out.
that
Turn
shit.
the fuck around
Yeah.
leaves
Yeah.
and leaves
Yeah.
me to get
You
fucking
shoulda-
a
you
ticket.
shoulda hauled
Nice
ass.
job, asshole. Number
That's
two.
a friend code. You don't want him to go down with you.
No, that's bullshit, right? You go down with your friends. Number two, especially when it's your. I'm like, I don't know, we're gonna get a ticket. He's like, no, don't worry about it. Fuck you. And then we do it, and he's like, hey, guess what? Fuck you, right?
See, you were not in the country then.
No.
Yeah, because in the country we were just like,
I was driving go-karts on the highway.
we were doing fucking wheelies on dirt bikes down the main road. Like, it was aight.
Number two, pulled over in front of my house.
No doubt,
right?
yeah.
There's
No
a
hiding it.
cop writing me a ticket. As I look up to my house, I see my
your
mom
mom, eye
looking out the window, just shaking her head.
Yep.
And it was the worst fucking feeling in the
that's
world.
awesome.
Was it like a
awesome.
parent like, I'm gonna get this idiot shaking his head, her head at you
It was
like,
just like it was like total disappointment.
Disappointment,
Yeah,
through the
so,
window.
So I go in and she's like, "What'd you do?"
Nice.
And I'm like, "I think I think it for riding the motorcycle. I didn't want to ride it, but he made me ride it. It was peer pressure." And so guess what I had to do? I had to write a 20-page report on how to drive a car. As a 13-year-old, I had to write a 20-page
Well, that's just going to
report.
give you confidence.
I don't think I could write 20 pages on how to drive a car, and I've been doing
I
it
went
for
to
years.
the library. Went to the library. Remember those? Rented, got a book, and essentially just forged the whole fucking thing. Handed it over to the judge. Had to pay a $125 ticket when you're 13. $125 ticket.
That's a lot of chores.
Jeez,
Yeah,
it
that's like
was.
your allowance
when
all
you're
year.
28, dude, like,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, you're right. You're
That
right.
set me back.
Yeah,
So-
it's like,
And
man.
that was horrific. That sucked. Anyways, that was my
And
story.
you still
No, it's
like
okay.
the police.
I know you're talking
Yeah.
about your friend getting off that because the dude who had the party, even though he was 17 at the time, he didn't have a license because he was just lazy and didn't want to get his license. So he was on the drinking side. They went and when they wrote us all tickets, they collected all of our licenses and they forgot about him. We're walking out and he just goes like, "Don't tell anybody this. They didn't write me a ticket." I was like, "What?" He's like, "Shut up." And I'm just like, "You motherfucker." Like it was his party and he got off scot-free.
That's rough.
police.
Yep.
God, no.
Pretty much.
Anyway, lie to the cops.
No,
But, you
no,
know, for
no.
minor
For
misdemeanors.
misdemeanors.
No.
If it's
Felonies,
important, obviously
you
tell them the
be
truth.
honest.
They
Horrible
provide a
people.
very important service.
Brian, can we just pull up David Blaine-face a little bit more, and as we say goodbye?
I've been eyeballing David Blake. He's still
I
doing
know,
that.
he's
on
been
it
looking
the
at
whole
us the
time.
whole time. I didn't get a David Blaine.
So hey, real quick,
Let's
I
let
want to
Sean
make
get a
sure
David Blaine face.
I want to do a
if you made it this far.
Thank you. Oh no.
Alexa!
Plug her in. Plug her
She
in.
might be dead.
She's
Jet
not
James
gonna die.
killed
She's
our
not gonna
Alexa.
die. Alexa, can you hear me? Alexa.
Oh, God.
Real quick,
Alexa.
while we try to revitalize Alexa, I want to let everybody know that this is the last week we're actually live. If you're a first member watching live and you're watching me this far, last time we're doing this at 9 p.m. Starting next week, we're at 7 p.m. Central Time. There's been a time shift where RT Podcast is going to be at 5. We're going to be immediately after them at 7. So no more 9 p.m. from here on out. 7 p.m. live, and it'll still be 8 a.m. on Wednesdays for everybody else on YouTube. So
Alexa, are you okay?
Alexa, speak to us.
Alexa.
Jet James, you heartless bastard.
Alexa.
You killed her.
How long did you take to put up?
Not this long, man.
Did I really kill Alexa?
You scrambled her fucking brains with your goddamn, you power bombed her.
can we just get a bowl and David Blaine
Yeah, okay.
face real quick, and then get out of here so we can do try harder?
Oh, she's booting up. She's getting wild right now.
Are we doing it?
Hey, hold on.
Okay, that's all right, Alexa. You can calm it down right there.
We doing it, Brian?
Are you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Wall's a little fucked up there.
Pan it over. That's okay. We need to.
Too happy.
Yeah, it's way too heavy. It's way too
That
heavy.
was fucked up and weird.
Okay.
That was a shitty David Blaine face. No smiles.
I can't do it here.
What are you doing?
I don't know. That's the end. Thank you.
I like it. All right, cool. Hey, you guys have a great week. We'll see you guys next week when we are back at 7 p.m. live here for first members.
Back at the time slot we never
Alexa.
been in.
That's right.
Hi.
Sorry.
Who is Craig Skistimus?
She didn't hear any of that. Y'all yelled six
Yeah.
things at her. What do you
She
expect?
got 4 dudes yelling at her. It's good.
Alexa, who is Craig Skistimus?
Sorry.
One sexy motherfucker.
You gotta
have a good
wait.
one. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.